for being here with us today. My name is Luciano Di Fonso. I'm the Deputy Head of Unit at the Executive Agencies for Education, European Education and Culture Executive Agency. And on its behalf, I would like to welcome all the participants today. We have university representatives, Erasmus Plus national agencies, EU delegation, national focal points, and national Erasmus Plus office. We were very impressed this year by the high number of participants. We got over than 1,400 registration coming from more than 80 countries worldwide. This is a record number and show also the importance, the relevance of the Erasmus Mundus action and its potential to increase and diversify international cooperation in higher education across all parts of the world. First of all, let me explain a bit what is the aim of this event today. As you know, we will explain the funding opportunities under the fourth call for proposals of the Erasmus Mundus during the programming period 2021-2027. And we will provide the potential applicants with the necessary information on how to apply under the two lots of the action that you know, Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters and the Erasmus Mundus Design Measures. So the speakers, my colleagues of the unit, will offer advices, tips on how to prepare and submit the project proposals. I would like also to mention a bit very quickly, because my colleague, of course, will explain in more details the aims of the action of the program. We have the Erasmus Mundus, as you know, is one of the flagship action of the Erasmus Plus program. The idea is to promoting the excellence and in particular the internationalization of the higher education institution worldwide via the design and implementation of international master courses that are jointly delivered by higher education institutions from Europe and also beyond Europe. The Erasmus Mundus action offers increased institutionalization opportunity compared to the past, since higher education institutions from third countries not associated to the program can now submit the application. And they give an important and significant contribution also to the development of the European higher education area. Participation in the program will bring a range of benefits in terms of internationalization, as I said, global visibility, and also attractiveness for both the higher education institutions involved and the students selected. It will also catalyze further research cooperation among institutions, as well as intercultural understanding for students and staff. We have two lots in the Erasmus Mundus program. One is dedicated to the joint master and the other one in the design measure. My colleagues will explain in details all the aspects of these two actions. I would like just to mention that for the joint master, compared to the past, they propose a more simple and flexible management mechanism for the universities and also an increased budget for the universities and for the students. For the design measures, the idea was to support, is a new action created in 2021, is to support the different institutions in the development of new international master's programs, jointly delivered, and this lot, in a certain way, fill a gap of the previous program generation. So the idea is really to support the university to set up a consortium to apply in the future of the joint master degrees. Before concluding, I want just to mention an overview of the calls that we have managed until now, 3 calls for proposals. Since 2021, we received a round of 637 proposals, applications, and we selected 91 joint master and 160 design measure projects. The agency has received a positive feedback from the university, for the students, for all the stakeholders about the new concept in the Joint Master in Design Measurement. Applicants become more familiar with the two lots and their principles, with an increase of more than 60% in the Joint Master application compared to last year. The number of applications of design measures has increased of around 20% compared to last year, which confirms the needs for this kind of preparatory measures. Under the call of last year, 2023, 18 former design measure projects apply for the joint master degrees, and 5 of them were selected also for EU funding. In terms of participation, we could see that there is a higher involvement of member states and third countries associated to the program, which had never participated or had participated to a very limited extent in the past in Erasmus Mundus Action. We have also higher education institutions that have never participated in the past, and also an increased participation of a university from third countries not associated to the program, and not only as partners of the different consortia, but also as a coordinator. So this is also very important, the idea to enlarge the participation in the joint master and the design measures. For the next year, for the call that soon will be published, we have a total budget to manage of 130 million euro. And 3 million of this budget will be reserved for the design measures. We expect to finance 32 master courses and around 50-55 design measures for 2024. In addition to this budget, we will have also an amount of 23 million for additional scholarship targeting regions that are outside the region of the world which are assigned to the program, to the Erasmus Plus program countries. And the applicants can request, so in this respect, a total of 20 additional scholarships for their master courses. So today, for all the participants, you will assist to different presentations on the joint master and on the design measure. A 10 minutes break is foreseen around 11:30, and there will be also time for questions and answers on the both loads. The meeting will end at 12:30. Participants, so all of you are invited to address your questions by using the Erasmus Mundus functional mailbox, which was communicated to the invitation, and you can find also in our agency event page. We will reply, we will try to reply to a maximum of all the questions during the event, but in case there is no sufficient time to cover them all, we will send a reply after the event. So I will now give the floor to my colleagues. Thank you very much again for being today with us today, and I leave to my colleagues, in particular now to Philippe Ruffio, which is the head of sector of the Erasmus Mundus program, to continue the meeting. Unfortunately, for other commitments, we have another meeting. I have to leave the room, but you are in good hands with my colleagues. Philippe, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Luciano, for giving me the floor. I would like to welcome also, on behalf of the Erasmus Mundus team, all the numerous participants coming from more than 80 countries worldwide. So the idea indeed is to introduce you to the Erasmus Mundus Action, knowing that we probably have 2 categories of participants, some who have already a rather good or even an excellent knowledge about Erasmus Mundus because they have been involved in the past, but I suspect we have also a number of newcomers. So we will try to address both targets, and I would like to anticipate or to apologize already for those for which it will be a bit of a repetition, but it's very, very important, we think, that everybody gets on board and acquire the same basic knowledge about this action. So to start with, I will explain you, broadly speaking, let's say in maximum 10 minutes, what it is about. And then we will share with different colleagues, we will share the task and explain you more in details the different actions and sub-actions. So basically, it was already introduced by Luciano before. What are the broad objectives of Erasmus Mundus? And this is summarized on this slide. Basically, we have two targets. We have, as a primary target, the institutions, of course, higher education institutions, but also students. For what regards the institutions, the main objective of the action is definitely to support, to encourage, to promote deeper cooperation among institutions within Europe, but also beyond. And through this deeper cooperation among institutions worldwide, we expect course to increase and to promote innovation and quality in higher education. The purpose is also for the institutions to reinforce their attractiveness on, let's say, on the education market. And what we expect through this initiative is to make Europe an attractive study destination worldwide. But since there is a huge and a strong international element in this program, the purpose is also to support the EU policy. So this is, in short, I mean, what are the objectives for the institutions regarding the students? Again, students worldwide, not only European students. The idea is to offer them new, attractive, excellent study opportunities at master level. And our aim is to improve their employability and also answer to the needs of the labor market. So I will not elaborate further on this. I think what is important is at this stage clarify what is for us an Erasmus Mundus joint master program. And I think this slide is an excellent summary about what we are talking about. First of all, we are talking about courses, about programs at master level and potentially open to all disciplines. And this is very important for new applicants. There is no restrictions in terms of discipline. Any topic, any subject area, any discipline is welcome. These master must be of excellent quality, high academic quality, and jointly designed and by a consortium of international universities. There are some minimum requirements that I will explain later on. We expect this program to be delivered by a consortium of minimum 3 universities from 3 different countries. So that's a minimum requirement. So a master of excellent quality, jointly designed by a consortium of universities, which will, at the end of the process, deliver jointly a degree, knowing that different mechanisms can be envisaged, but this will be discussed later on. Moreover, what we propose is on the top of the support we will provide to the institutions, the idea is also to provide to a number of students quite generous scholarships for the best students. I forgot to mention that in terms of content of this master program, another important requirement is the fact that this program needs to be based on a number of minimum mobility requirements. So meaning that we expect all enrolled students to to move from one university to the other, from one country to the other. So these are the 6 main features of what we call an Erasmus Mundus joint master program. And those of you who are interested to join will need to commit up to a certain extent to implement these 6 objectives. More concretely, I mean, if I come back to this notion of jointly design or integrated master program at a consortium level, what do we expect concretely? And I think this slide is also a good summary of our expectations. First of all, we expect that the consortium of universities will agree on an academic program that will be jointly designed. But beyond the academic program, we expect also strong joint mechanism regarding the selection of the students, regarding the monitoring of the students, regarding the management, administrative and financial management of the program. We expect also that the consortia will put in place a number of common services that they will offer to students, for instance, language training, accommodation mechanisms, and so on. And of course, we also expect these programs to be jointly promoted and disseminated to attract the best students worldwide. And the cherry of the cake is, of course, as I mentioned before, we expect some kind of a joint degree policy, meaning that the universities participating to this initiative will have to agree on a degree mechanism. And there are different possibilities which are offered, either multiple or double degrees, but for some institutions, they will go much further and will collaborate and will agree to deliver altogether one single joint degree to all students. So there are different possibilities which are open, but to summarize the slide, I mean, this concept is really based on a strong and real integration among the institutions to build common mechanisms, starting from the design of the program up to the degree that will be proposed to the students. So that's in broad what we expect from you if you are interested to join this action. In practice, there are basically 2 situations. Either you have already an experience in joint programs at master level. We know that some of you have already been running such master program. If this is the case, then our suggestion is simply to apply to the main activity, to the main lot, if we refer to our jargon, which is called the Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters. So 95% of the budget is dedicated to support these projects. So if you have already a strong experience, if you have a program ready to run, I mean, you can immediately jump into the Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters action. But we know that many of you are interested by the concept, are interested by the challenges offered by this concept, but are not ready yet. Some of you may have just an idea and would like to start cooperating with a number of universities in Europe and beyond. And this is also possible. This is also possible. We welcome the newcomers. And if you are in this situation, what we propose is that you get interested and you try to apply to the second action, second sub-design measures, is some kind of a preparatory action to support newcomers, as I said before.